Okay guys, it is fly season here in the UP of Michigan. We don't normally have flies this bad this soon. It's the 4th of July today. Usually the really nasty flies come a little bit later heading into the fall, but they're here now. And I think it's because of the temperatures. Some of my dogs really struggle with fly bites on their ears. I'm going to show you an example and just warning you, it's not pretty to look at. So Chance is here. And we're going to take a look at her because she's having a very hard time with her ears. Baby, let me see your ears. Let's look here. That's an open wound from flies. And what she'll do is she'll roll in the dirt. This ear is not as bad. She'll roll in the dirt and it mixes with mud, or mixes with the blood and turns into mud. But the flies come in here and they are biting. They're chomping at her poor little ears. So interesting enough, and I don't know why, not all my dogs struggle with this. Quite a few of my Anatolians have zero problem ever with their ears, and I have some that I know every single year are going to get eaten alive. I'm going to show you the product that I use that really actually helps. This stuff right here is called SWAT. It says SWAT Clear, but it's not. It's white. It's I don't know. I'll show you what it is, what it looks like. But it's like an ointment. Hold on, let me open this up. It's going to be time to buy more here, but it's hot, so it's separating too. But it's just like a white, doesn't smell nice. It smells extremely medicinal. And if you have really sensitive skin, don't just go grabbing this by your hand. You may want to put on some gloves for this. But what you do is you just take a fingerful of it, a couple fingers full of it, and put this all around where they're biting, and this will keep the flies off of them. So, as you can see, I just put it all around the affected area on both sides. Now, I do not put it in the wound. Now, they can't tell me if this stuff hurts or not, but I know when I first started using this stuff years ago, and the first couple times I was careless with putting it on, and I would just slap it all over everything, and Shiloh, at the time, our male, used to suffer from this really bad. He would go out immediately and just freak out and roll in the mud, try to get it off as best he can. Now, that could have been just because he found it irritating, or it could have been because it hurt him. Oh, gosh, I feel bad saying that. But I'm not sure which it was, but I do know that doing it like this, helps. You can also then go over them with fly spray. That'll keep the flies off of them, depending, how bad your flies are in your area. Warning, some dogs hate being sprayed with fly spray. Some of mine I will have to chase out in a pasture to try to get them sprayed. And of course, those are the ones that really need it. And some of them really don't care. I find my females don't care very much about being sprayed, and my males are terrified. I'm always like, guys, I've seen you take out coyotes, and I know you take out wolves and stuff. What happens if predation comes and I have wolves that are armed with fly spray? My whole farm's going down, I guess. But some ideas of what you can do for flies. Of course, fly traps in your barn, stuff like that. But I don't care how meticulous you are with cleaning, keeping things put up and put away. I don't care how many fly traps you have in your barn. It's inevitable. They're outside. They're flying around. So we just have to learn how to deal with them and then treat the issue. So that's what I do, guys.